All right. Welcome, my dear learner, listener, and friend, wherever you are. This is Teacher Samson. I am presenting to you social studies alphabets. This is a quick revision of the main areas that have been tested in Kcpe over the years, aiming at improving your mastery of content. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so that you can not feel left out. Welcome. So here we have A for Africa. A for Africa, the second largest continent in the world after Asia. B for Benguela currents, are called currents causing dry conditions in Namibia desert. C for Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire, the largest producer of cocoa in the world is Cote d'Ivoire. D for Djibouti. D for Djibouti. Remember, Djibouti is the headquarters of IGAD. IGAD members. IGAD is an organization made up of 8 countries in Eastern Africa. All the countries of Eastern Africa except Rwanda, Burundi, and Tanzania. So the members are Eritrea, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and South Sudan. To remember, we can sing Eritrea, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, South Sudan, IGAD members, IGAD members, IGAD members, Eritrea, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, IGAD members, IGAD members, IGAD members, IGAD members. Eritrea, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and South Sudan. E for esparto grass. Esparto grass and aromatic grass. They are commonly found in Mediterranean climate. Remember, there is difference between marquise vegetation and also the esparto grass in Mediterranean. Remember, marquise vegetation is also found in Mediterranean vegetation. It is commonly. Therefore, Mediterranean vegetation is also referred to as marquise vegetation, especially when it is bordering the sea. F for furrow irrigation. Furrow irrigation. Furrow irrigation is a method of irrigation used in Pakera irrigation scheme. Furrow irrigation is the method of irrigation used in Pakera irrigation scheme. Remember, the main crop or the main crop grown in Pakera irrigation is seed maize. All right. G for Ghana. G for Ghana. Well, Ghana was the first African country to gain independence in the year 1957 through Kcpe led by Kwame Nkrumah. Ghana, the first African country. Underline the word African, meaning made of black people, because we have the first country in Africa. The first country in Africa. We have said Ghana was the first African country to gain independence in 1957 through Kcpe led by Kwame Nkrumah. But Egypt was the first country in Africa, because we have difference between first African country and the first country in Africa. So Egypt was the first country in Africa that is geographically located in Africa. A country not necessarily made of black people, but a country that is geographically located in Africa without mentioning the color of the people. But when we say Ghana was the first African country to gain independence in Africa, we mean first African country, the first African country, more of the people, the first black people country. Yes, Egypt was the first country in Africa to gain independence in 1922. H for Homo erectus. Homo erectus. Homo erectus was the first human hominid to organize fire expeditions. Homo erectus discovered fire. All right. I for Inspector General of Police. Inspector General of Police is appointed by the president. Inspector General of Police is appointed by the president. J for Julius Nyerere. Julius Nyerere was the first prime minister of Tanganyika. Was the first prime minister of Tanganyika in 1961. K for Kcpa. Kikuyu Central Association, which was formed in 1924 by Joseph Kang'ethe and James Buter. So, L for land breeze. Look at this picture. L for land breeze. Some people confuse land breeze and sea breeze. Now, watch out. Land breeze occurs, as you can see the moon there. Land breeze occurs during the night. Occurs at night. The breeze comes from the land to the sea. That's why we say land breeze, because the breeze itself is coming from the land. So the breeze comes from the land to the sea. So during the night or at night, the land is cooler and the sea is warmer. That's why swimming in an ocean, the water is warmer. You feel it well. Now, sea breeze is another breeze here. Sea breeze occurs during the day. And the sea breeze means breeze from the sea. So the sea is cooler and the land is warmer. Sea breeze occurs during the day. Thus the water is cooler than the land during the day. Now, if you get lost, just say land seed. L, land breeze. N, night. Land breeze occurs at night and the sea breeze occurs during the day. Thank you. Number 13, M. M for mountain vegetation, also known as alpine. Mountain vegetation is also known as alpine. It grows in belts or zones according to the altitudes. It changes with increase in altitude. So at the bottom we have savanna, rainforest, bamboo forest, moorland, snow, bare rock. So above 4,000 meters, there is no vegetation. Above 4,000 meters, there is no vegetation. Then we go to number 14. N. N for National Assembly. National Assembly led by the Speaker. A National Assembly It is made up of 350 members, 290 MPs, 47 women reps, one from each county, and then 12 nominated representatives and one speaker. The speaker is the head is the leader. He chairs National Assembly. The speaker is the ex-officio member. He is elected by the members of the National Assembly. Number 15, O. O for Otto von Bismarck. Otto von Bismarck, a German statesman and diplomat. Otto von Bismarck chaired the Berlin Conference in Germany in the year 1884 to 1885, which aimed at avoiding conflicts during the partition of Africa. P. Number 16, P for president. P for president. He is not allowed to have dual citizenship. His Excellency William Ruto, the 5th president of Kenya. The president is not allowed to have dual citizenship. Also, other members who are not allowed, the top officials, the top government officials are not allowed to have dual citizenship. They include Deputy President, the Attorney General, Chief Justice, and the members of Defense Forces. Number 17, Q. Q for quarry. Quarry. Quarry is a type of open pit mine. A quarry on a map shows that there is mining taking place. It shows that there is mining taking place in that map. Look at it well. Number 18, R. Rice. R for rice. It is the main crop grown in Mwea Tebere irrigation scheme. It is the main crop grown in Mwea Tebere irrigation scheme. Thank you. Number 19, S. S for Samson. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so that, or you can also member yourself. I will appreciate your membership so that nothing passes you without your awareness. S for Soninke people. S for Soninke people were the founder members of the Old Ghana Kingdom, the Kingdom of Old Ghana, the Kingdom of Old Ghana. Remember, this kingdom developed between River Senegal and River Niger. The people of Ghana used their advanced weapons to conquer neighboring people and to gain control of the trade routes. The power of the kings of Ghana rested in their ability to tax or trade passing through the region. The capital of the Kingdom of Old Ghana was Kumbi Saleh. Thank you. Number 20, T. T for tourism. T for tourism. Tourism in Kenya can mainly be promoted through advertisement. Tourism in Kenya can only be promoted through advertisement. The main problem facing tourism is insecurity. The main problem facing tourism is insecurity. U for Uganda. U for Uganda, we say, is the largest producer of copper in Eastern Africa. Uganda is the largest producer of copper in Eastern Africa. V for volcanic soils. Volcanic soils. Remember, this is red volcanic soil. Are mainly found on the slopes of a mountain. Volcanic soils are mainly found on slopes of a mountain. Example, Mount Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro. They are usually very very fertile. People that live near volcanoes mostly live there for the volcanoes highly fertile soil. Tea is mainly grown on slopes with red volcanic soils. Tea is mainly grown on this soil, red volcanic soil. W, woo. W for wind. Wind is measured using units called knots. Wind is measured using units called knots. Two basic wind measurements are direction and speed. They are particularly important to the weather observer. Winds are always labeled by the direction from which they blow. We say a protato. A north wind blows from north towards south. An east wind blows from the east towards west. The instrument most commonly used to read wind direction is the wind vane. Although we usually say that windsock measures two aspects of weather, that is, windsock can measure strength of the wind and also direction of the wind. Wind vanes are mostly located on buildings and they always point into the wind. X for xerophytes. Xerophytes are these desert or semi-arid plants. Xerophyte plants are adapted in dry or arid environment. Popular examples of xerophytes are cacti, euphorbia, and pineapple. Y for young soil. It's also called alluvial soil. Young soil is also called alluvial soil. Alluvial soils are newly formed soils. They are formed after eroded materials. They are found near the mouths of rivers, valleys, and flood plains. Example, Nile Delta, Athi River, River Tana, among others. Z, the final one. Z for Zimbabwe. The main tourist destination in Zimbabwe is Victoria Falls. The capital city of Zimbabwe is Harare. You can see it in the map. Then we have Lake Kariba. We have others. You can see Victoria Falls there. Okay. You can see Kruger National Park is found in South Africa. Okay. Z for Zimbabwe. Main tourist destination is the Victoria Falls. The Victoria Falls. How beautiful. Wow. Kindly support this channel. You can join us. You can also give thanks at the corner there. I will highly appreciate you. To be continued. May you pass with flying colors.